Hey, South Africa!
Then you better start over, don't you?
What?
Tom Cruise is an American actor, one of Hollywood's highest paid celebrities and quite an extraordinary person. He is full of contradictions, but his talent and incredible work capacity allow him to stay on top of success. We'll tell you how he does it in our new video.
And as of this moment, any action is unsanctioned, so if you want out, speak now.
How Tom Cruise lives and what he spends his millions on.
Me?
Thomas Cruise Maypether IV, known to the whole world just as Tom Cruise, was born in Syracuse, New York on July 3, 1962, into the family of Thomas Sr., an electrical engineer, and Mary Lee, a special education teacher. He grew up with 3 sisters in a Catholic family. Tom was an insecure child and was ashamed of his short stature and crooked teeth. He had very few friends because his family moved around a lot. In total, the future actor changed 15 schools. The family lived in poverty because Thomas Sr. was struggling to keep a steady job. He was also a domestic tyrant and raised his hand against the children for any reason. In 1971, the family moved to Canada and settled in Ottawa. At the local school, the boy made his first appearance on the stage of the drama club. But he had a lot of problems with his studies and performance. He suffered from dyslexia, a condition that impairs the ability to read and write. He managed to overcome it with age, but he was bullied at school. When Tom was 12, his parents divorced. His mother and her 4 children returned to the United States. She worked several jobs to provide for her family, and her children had to work part-time after school, too. Tom, for example, worked as a newspaper delivery boy. Meanwhile, he entered the Franciscan Theological Seminary. He seriously considered becoming a Catholic priest, but a year later he changed his mind and went back to regular school. There, he started playing sports, floorball, football, and wrestling. He was expelled from the football team for drinking beer before the game, and he had to quit wrestling because of an injury. When the young man was 16, Mary Lee remarried, and her new husband became an excellent stepfather. And Tom, after his forced retirement from sports, returned to the stage. His mother eagerly supported her son's new passion, and Cruise immersed himself in the world of theater. He even missed his graduation because at that time he played in a musical production. After graduating from Glen Ridge High School in New Jersey at the age of 18, the young man moved to New York to continue his acting career.
How am I supposed to do this?
But his expectations were unfulfilled, and he only added a job as a waiter to his portfolio. His move to Los Angeles was much more successful. There, Cruise signed a contract with a talent agency and began acting in films. He first appeared on screen in 1981 in the drama Endless Love, and a little later, the film Taps was released. Tom was supposed to play one of the minor characters, but the director brought him to the forefront as he was impressed by the actor's performance.
Everybody, listen up! Get your fuel packs and weapons and man your battle stations, Montgomery. Check the 50s and 60s, make sure they're prepared.
Before the shooting, Cruise and other actors went through a 45-day basic training. Moreover, they lived in real barracks, but the aspiring actor couldn't stand it and moved into a hotel where he lived until the start of the shooting. It was his first role with lines, and the fee was $50,000. In 1982, the young man appeared in the teen comedy Losing It, and in 1983, there were also 3 projects with his participation. The first was Francis Ford Coppola's crime drama The Outsiders, on the set of which Tom broke his thumb. Then Cruise brilliantly played the main role in the movie Risky Business.
Let me put it this way. I have spent the last 4 years of my life busting my in this hole.
Producers forced him to go on a diet and do daily exercise, as a result of which the actor lost 9 pounds of weight. The actor's fee was $75,000, and the jury of the Golden Globe nominated him as Best Actor in a Comedy or Musical. On the set, Tom began a relationship with colleague Rebecca De Mornay. In September, the audience saw Tom in the lead role in the youth sports drama All the Right Moves, and the next project with his participation was released in 1985. It was a fantasy film by Ridley Scott called Legend, his fee in which was $500,000. Cruise's personal life was evolving too. In the first half of the 1980s, he had a relationship with singer and guitarist Patti Scialfa, as well as the famous singer Cher. The latter openly said that they had a passionate relationship and Tom was one of her top 5 lovers. In 1986, the actor presented a drama about pool, The Color of Money, with a $1 million fee. In all but one scene, he performed the shots himself. In the same year, the super popular movie Top Gun was released. Cruise didn't want to star in it at first, but he gave in after he flew with the U.S. Navy's aerobatics team.
We happened to see a MiG-28 do a 4G negative dive.
Where did you see this?
It's classified. I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
The role earned him $2 million and confirmed his superstar status. Just a few months later, Tom Cruise's star appeared on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 1987, he got married for the first time to the actress Mimi Rogers. She was the one who introduced Tom to Scientology, of which he became a devoted follower. A year later, Tom appeared in the films Young Guns and Cocktail. He was nominated for a Golden Raspberry for the lead role in the latter, but he earned $3 million and learned how to make cocktails. In the same 1988, another successful film with Tom Cruise was released, Rain Man, but neither Tom nor his partner on the set of Dustin Hoffman did not count on commercial success. They jokingly called the movie Two Stooges in the Car, but still took the job seriously.
But I just want you to know that what I said about being on the road with you, I meant, connecting. I like having you for my brother.
I'm an excellent driver.
Cruise worked for a while as an orderly at a hospital for people with autism, and on the way to the set and between takes, he and Hoffman were always rehearsing, sometimes switching roles. Rain Man brought the actor a $3 million fee plus a percentage of the proceeds. In 1989, Oliver Stone released his real-life war drama, Born on the 4th of July, in which Tom played a veteran named Ron Kovic.
I fought for my country. I am a Vietnam veteran. I fought for my country. To be treated for decent.
The real Ron was so impressed with the actor's performance that he gave him his Bronze Star, awarded either heroic achievements or meritorious service. Movie experts nominated the actor for an Oscar and a BAFTA and gave him the first Golden Globe of his career. Next, he appeared in the sports drama Days of Thunder, which was released on the screens in 1990. Cruise not only played a major role, but also wrote the screenplay. The idea came to him when he was trying to drive a race car, but he had to finish the script right on the set. In one scene, Tom was reading lines from the cards on the windshield of the car, and that led to a small accident. After that, he used an earpiece. This film brought Cruise not only a $9 million fee, but also an acquaintance with charming Australian actress Nicole Kidman. They began a relationship, and Tom divorced his first wife in a hurry, and on December 24, 1990, he married Nicole. The newlyweds really wanted children, but after losing a child, they became foster parents. First, they adopted a girl, Isabella Jane, and then a boy, Connor Anthony. In 1992, the couple appeared together again on the screen in the romantic drama Far and Away.
Let's go into a distant world. I'm of Ireland, and I'll stay in Ireland till I die.
That's in about 5 hours.
The director of the movie, Ron Howard, used the personal aspect of their relationship to get the best acting. For example, in the scene where Nicole's character picks up the basin that covered Tom's groin, unexpectedly for the actress, he was actually naked. Cruise's fee was $13 million. He earned another $12.5 million for his work in the drama A Few Good Men, $12 million for the thriller The Firm, and $15 million for the mystery drama Interview with the Vampire Chronicles of 1994.
Are you not hungry, sir?
Au contraire, ma chère. He could eat the whole colony.
All three films have brought the actor nominations for such prestigious awards as the Golden Globe, Saturn, and MTV Awards. In May 1996, the film premiered, which became the calling card of Tom Cruise and started the successful franchise Mission Impossible.
Oh, you mean this?
That's not the least.
Oh, what's the matter? You've never seen this trick?
He made his debut as a producer and, while working on the movie, realized his childhood dream of playing a special agent. Thanks to a percentage of the receipts, his final income was $70 million. Towards the end of the year came another successful film with Cruise in the main role, the melodrama Jerry Maguire.
Because I couldn't share it with you. I couldn't hear your voice or laugh about it with you.
I miss my wife.
Film experts praised this work, awarding the actor with Golden Globe and MTV Awards, as well as nominating him for the Screen Actors Guild Award and Oscar. His fee was $20 million plus a percentage of the proceeds. Then, Tom and Nicole agreed to play estranged spouses for Stanley Kubrick's psychological drama Eyes Wide Shut.
We barely know each other. I don't think we've had a single conversation about anything except your father.
I love you.
They signed open contracts committing to shoot as long as necessary. As a result, the work took place in London from November 1996 to June 1998. It took another year for editing, and then the film was released. After Kubrick's death, the reception was mixed. The work on the movie is believed to have a negative impact on the relationship between Cruise and Kidman. A little later, the audience saw Tom in the drama Magnolia. It is this role that many critics consider the best in the actor's career. It brought him another Golden Globe, an Oscar nomination, and Screen Actors Guild Award, as well as an unusually low fee of $100,000.
Set goals. If you really, really want to make that friend something else, you're going to have to be tough on yourself. You're going to have to set goals.
In 2000, Cruise acted as a producer of the second part of the movie, Mission Impossible, and played the main role in it, of course. On the set, he strived for maximum realism, even risking his own life. For example, in the scene of driving through an open flame on a motorcycle, he did not use any fireproof clothing or special protective gel. Also, during the fight in which the opponent is trying to twist the knife in the main character's eye, he insisted on the use of a real knife, and it was necessary to stop it a few millimeters from the pupil. Budget overruns were paid by Tom himself, and also he did the editing. Refusing the advance, he received 30% of the profits, which was $75 million. He also won an MTV award. In 2001, the family of Cruise and Kidman broke up. The man left without explanation, refusing to discuss marital problems. Later, Nicole found out about her pregnancy, which, however, turned out to be ectopic. Over time, their mutual children chose to live with their father and accepted his religion. There have been many rumors that they are not in touch with Nicole, but Isabella and Connor deny it. But let's go back to 2001. Immediately after his divorce, Tom plunged into a new relationship with Penelope Cruz, his partner in the movie Vanilla Sky.
But I survive? With my arm and my face reconstructed.
The film brought the man $20 million plus 30% of profits, as well as a Saturn Award. The relationship with the Spanish woman was intense, but the stumbling block was Scientology. Penelope did not want to give up her Buddhist beliefs, and 3 years later, the celebrity separated. Later, there were reports that the actor's church purposefully selected a bride for him. According to rumors, they picked British-Iranian actress Nazanin Boniadi, but their relationship did not work out. In 2002, Tom Cruise had a cameo role in the comedy Austin Powers in Goldmember and the lead role in the sci-fi thriller Minority Report, where the fee was $25 million. He was nominated for a Saturn Award for this role. At the same time, the man decided to fix the problem that had plagued him since childhood. He got braces. After fixing his bite and all the dental treatments on which he spent at least $30,000, his white smile has become his calling card. By the way, the same goes for his cinematic running, which the actor gets especially spectacular. In 2003, the historic war drama The Last Samurai was added to his filmography, which was an incredible success and brought the actor $25 million plus a percentage of the grosses.
As captain.
This is a low rank?
A middle rank.
Among the many nominations this film received, Cruise was nominated for a Golden Globe, a Saturn, and an MTV Award. For this role, Tom learned to wield a samurai sword and speak Japanese and studied the traditions and customs of Japanese culture. It took him about 2 years, and also on the set, he barely escaped death when a colleague almost stabbed him in the neck with a blade. Then, the movie Collateral was released, and in 2005, the actor played in Spielberg's sci-fi action movie War of the Worlds.
It's okay. You're fine.
He hid right behind our house.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna hit there again. Okay? Because lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place.
His fee was an impressive $100 million thanks to a percentage of the receipts. But it seems that all that money didn't bother Tom at the time because he was madly in love with actress Katie Holmes. He shouted about his feelings to the whole world on Oprah's show, and the girl admitted that even as a teenager, she hung posters with Cruise in her bedroom and dreamed of marrying him. Katie accepted the faith of her chosen one while he showered his beloved with expensive gifts and arranged romantic dates. 6 months after the start of their relationship, they announced that they were expecting a baby. In April 2006, they had a daughter, Siri, and in November, the couple was married in the Scientology tradition. They even won a Golden Raspberry Award as the most tiresome tabloid targets. Tom's generosity towards his daughter has been boundless. For example, for his 6th birthday, the girl got a $13.5 million mansion in New York City and a pony. Meanwhile, the celebrity appeared in Mission Impossible 3, which brought him $75 million and a nomination for the Saturn Award. In the movie Lions for Lambs in 2007, he agreed to shoot for much less money out of respect for the director Robert Redford. In 2008, Tom appeared in the action comedy movie Tropic Thunder, earning a Golden Globe nomination, and appeared as a resistance hero in Nazi Germany in the thriller Valkyrie, for which he was nominated for a Saturn Award. His fee for this film was $20 million.
The portrait will be unhung, and the man will be hung. I'm engaged in high treason with all means available to me. Can I count you in?
The next film with his participation was released 2 years later. It was a comedy action movie, Night and Day. The prime rate for the shooting was $11 million, to which was added a percentage of fees. Interestingly enough, Tom chose this script because of the comedic slant, but at the same time, he was offered to play in the action movie Salt and The Tourist. But he considered them to be too similar to his next project, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, for which he was nominated for an MTV and Saturn.
Failure to a terrorist is just a rehearsal for success.
41!
We lose Hendricks today, he shows up somewhere else tomorrow. He finds another way with no IMF to stop him. No.
The fourth part of the franchise, about a special agent, was released in 2011 and was marked by an impressive stunt when Cruise's character jumps out of the window of the Burj Khalifa skyscraper in Dubai. The actor, as usual, refused to have stunt doubles and trained for several months, but still crashed into the building several times because of the strong wind. The advance for the shooting was $12.5 million, but after the movie was released, the amount greatly increased due to the percentage of the grosses. On June 13, 2012, there was a premiere of the musical Rock of Ages, where the actor appeared as a rock star and learned to sing just for this role. A couple of weeks later, the world was shocked by the news about the divorce of the couple Cruise and Holmes. The initiator was Katie. She demanded full custody of her daughter and said that she refuses her husband's faith. Tabloids wrote that this way she was finally able to get out of Scientology hell, in which she was under 24-hour supervision. After her divorce, Katie sent Suri to a private Catholic school in Manhattan, and because of this, Cruise stopped communicating with his daughter. Just in the past year, he suddenly decided to renew the relationship and planned to give her a car for her 16th birthday, but Katie Holmes was against it. At the end of the year, the detective thriller Jack Reacher was released. In this project, the celebrity once again acted as a producer, starring and performing all the stunts himself. In 2013, audiences saw Tom in the post-apocalyptic action movie Oblivion, on the set of which the actor celebrated his 50th birthday. A year later, Cruise played in another sci-fi film, Edge of Tomorrow, for his role in which he was nominated for a Saturn Award.
I just stopped fresh.
I'll tell you what, take a few minutes. Coffee's ready. I'll look around for the keys. That's productive.
10 minutes.
Okay?
And then I'm killing you.
Fine.
At the end of the filming, he arranged a party for the cast and crew worth more than $100,000 while he was finishing his scenes. In 2015, Tom appeared in the 5th film of the franchise, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Again, he performed almost all of the stunts while sustaining 6 different injuries. He held his breath underwater for more than 6 minutes and flew while grabbing the side of an airplane. It took 8 takes to film this scene, with the plane going up about 5,000 feet. In the following years, the celebrity's filmography was replenished with Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, The Mummy, with a base fee of $13 million, for which he received the Golden Raspberry, American Made, and Mission Impossible Fallout. Once again, Tom challenged himself to learn how to fly a helicopter professionally so that all of his footage was shot live. But while performing one of the stunts, he seriously injured his leg, so filming had to be suspended for several months. In 2022, the sequel to the story about the hotshots Top Gun Maverick premiered.
And F-14? I shot down 3 MiGs on one of those.
We don't even know if that bag of ass can fly. Let's find out. Beth!
In this movie, Tom Cruise showed off his skills in flying a military aircraft. The World War II aircraft belonged to the actor himself. His base fee was $13 million. The celebrity combined his promotional campaign with commercials for the NFL and a PSA about the dangers of the motion smoothing features in modern TVs. For this role, Tom received Saturn and MTV awards, as well as an honorary Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. Just recently, the 7th film in the franchise, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, was premiered, and in 2024 there will be a sequel which is likely to conclude the story of Special Agent Ethan Hunt. It is rumored that on the set, Cruise began a romantic relationship with actress Hayley Atwell. He also performed the most dangerous stunt in his life, a motorcycle jump off a cliff. According to the actor, he spent a year training daily, making 30 attempts every day. He has plans to shoot a film on the ISS and go into outer space. Also, the second part of The Edge of Tomorrow may be released soon. Tom Cruise's fortune is estimated at $600 million, and the main income comes from his own production company. At the same time, according to Forbes, every dollar he was paid by the movie studios brought in an average of $11 profit. The Hollywood star turns everything he touches into gold. For example, his appearance in Rain Man wearing Ray-Ban glasses led to a 15% increase in sales. This effect was repeated in other films and reached 40%. A large part of celebrities' capital is spent on programs of the Church of Scientology. However, one of his initiatives to help firefighters and rescue workers has been criticized by the medical community for using anti-scientific methods. Cruise frequently shocks the public with his actions and statements. For example, being married to Katie Holmes, he demanded that rooms in hotels where he stays were covered with pictures of him and his wife. And in 2004, he criticized actress Brooke Shields for taking antidepressants. He called for psychiatry to be outlawed because Scientology does not recognize this medical discipline. Brooke responded by advising the man to focus on saving the world from aliens and allow women suffering from postpartum depression to choose their treatment. Tom apologized to Shields but did not change his views and later quarreled with Steven Spielberg on the same topic. However, the actor also knows how to be a friend, and he is known for his generosity. But his truly legendary gift was by no means the most expensive one. On special occasions, Tom gives friends and colleagues coconut cakes with white chocolate. According to various sources, cruise cakes, as they are nicknamed in Hollywood, cost from $50 to $100. On the movie screen, the celebrity often appears as a fearless hero. However, he also happens to be a hero in real life. Once, after witnessing a girl being hit by a car, he drove her to the hospital and paid the medical bill. On another occasion, he helped catch criminals who robbed his neighbor. Tom has collected an impressive real estate portfolio, including a $4.2 million estate in the United Kingdom near the headquarters of the Church of Scientology. Its interiors are a mix of classic and modern styles, and there is a swimming pool with a jacuzzi outside. Cruise bought the house in the Hollywood Hills in 2005 for $11.7 million and sold it in 2015 for $11.4 million. After marrying Katie Holmes, he bought a luxury estate in Beverly Hills for $30.5 million. The family lived secluded behind a tall hedge, and after the divorce, the estate was sold for $40 million. The actor had an even more secluded home in Colorado. There, he bought a rural ranch in the early 1990s and spent several years building a house lined with whitewashed cedar and stone. Wooden beams, fireplaces, and panoramic windows with mountain views create an atmosphere of wealth and coziness. But Tom sold this estate in 2021 for $39.5 million. In 2018, Cruise bought a penthouse in Clearwater, Florida. The luxury apartment complex is located next to the U.S. headquarters of the Church of Scientology, and the actor's apartment occupies the top 2 floors. The celebrity had another penthouse in New York, but he sold it in 2013 for $3 million. In Tom Cruise's garage, you can find a classic Buick Roadmaster that he couldn't part with after filming Rain Man, a 1958 Chevrolet Corvette, a Porsche 911, several Mercedes and BMWs, a Ford Mustang Saleen S281, a Ford Excursion SUV, and a Bugatti Veyron hypercar. His very first car was a Chevrolet Chevelle SS. With a pilot's license, the celebrity often uses his Gulfstream G450 business jet, which costs more than $38 million. Tom also has a Pitts Special S2B light aircraft on which he likes to spend his free time flying. By the way, his hobbies also include skydiving, scuba diving, fencing, and racing. He can often be seen at the stages of Formula 1, and once he got behind the wheel of a Red Bull team car himself as part of their advertising campaign. Tom Cruise is one of the most influential actors of our time. This influence extends not only to movies but also to cartoons. After all, the appearance of the Hollywood star served as the blueprint for the Disney character Aladdin. By the way, later Tom banned the use of his likeness in video games or toys. Interestingly enough, Cruise could have become a superhero as the role of Iron Man was first offered to him, but he declined. Would you like to see Tom in this role?
And happy holidays! We'll see you at the movies!
If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything interesting.